of the week, Judah. Judah, what grade are you in?
I am in 6th grade.
Oh, that's nice. What is your favorite activity to do outside of school?
My most favorite activity, if I would usually do it, is gaga ball. I like it a lot.
Oh, that sounds fun. Who is your hero or role model and why?
I love my brother Ezra because he's always kind and he makes books. And I think he wants to be like an author or something, so I'm happy for him.
Oh, that's cool. What grade is he in?
He's in 3rd grade.
Oh,
He's
that's
my
nice.
little bro.
Oh, nice. What do you look forward to as your career profession when you grow up?
I want to be an astronaut or a police officer
Oh, that
because
sounds
I'm
nice.
interested in space.
Nice. Here's what your teacher, Miss Pace, had to say about you. Judah has worked so hard this year and he always tries his hardest. He sets high goals for himself, and if he needs help understanding a concept, he always asks for help and continues to ask questions until he understands. As a result, he has maintained high grades all year long. Judah also loves to learn new concepts and is willing to share his knowledge with others. Judah is an expert on space, and he took the time to share his knowledge with our 1st grade buddy class by preparing our excellent lesson to help them learn. Judah truly cares about his learning and his classmates, and I'm grateful to have him in my class. Congratulations, Judah, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
A is B, and I'm here with the staff spotlight of the week, Miss Williams. So, Miss Williams, what's your occupation at TPA?
I teach math, science, and ELD to 6th graders here.
Okay. What's something you're passionate about outside of work?
Outside of work, I'm really passionate about my friends and family and things I like to do with them.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and what would you do there?
I've been thinking about that one. Okay, I'd like to go to Venice, Italy. You know where the boats go down? You should see the pictures. It's unbelievable. That's a good one. I want to do that.
Okay. What's a piece of good advice you received that has stuck with you?
I was reading a book the other day, and it's not really advice, but I thought it was a really good quote, so I put it up in my room right here. And it says, "You are free to make your choices, but you are not free of the consequences of those choices." That means it's okay to have the choice, but something is going to happen to you when you make that choice. It could be good, it could be bad. You'll have to make that decision.
That's a good one. Thanks for talking with me, Miss Williams.
Thank you.
Welcome to Weather with Mrs. Axe. I'm sure you've noticed the past couple of weeks my weather reports have not been very accurate, and we haven't really had the weather that I told you we were going to have. Spring is really kind of a toss-up. We don't know if it's going to be warm or cold, but it has really been, you cannot predict it. I did not expect to have a freezing day today, and so for next week's weather, we're going to flip a coin. Okay, we got tails, so I think next week it's gonna maybe be sunny. Have a great week.
This week's attendance winner is Miss Pace's class with 97.41%. Keep up the good work and make sure to keep coming to class. We're here for this week's Tiger Buck winners.
In Miss Williams' kindergarten class, we have Giovanna.
In Miss Carvajal's 1st grade class, we have Rose.
In Miss Reagan's 1st and 2nd grade class, we have Ariel.
In Miss Lucero's 2nd grade class, we have Rue.
In Miss Zach's 3rd grade class, we have Eduardo.
In Miss Sally's 4th grade class, we have Leo.
In Miss Johnson's 4th and 5th grade class, we have Violet.
In Miss Williams' 6th grade class, we have Nicole.
In Miss Pace's 6th grade class, we have Julian.
In Miss Preet's 7th grade class, we have Martin.
In Mr. Johnson's 8th grade class, we have Wyatt J.
And in Miss Dedicamp's 8th grade class, we have Wyatt T.
Go collect your prize in the office.
Thank you, Tara, for nominating me for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Miss Williams, Riley, and the other Miss Williams. You have 24 hours to respond. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Tiffany, for nominating me for the USC Ice Challenge.
Got it.
I nominate Miss Pengel, Miss Pace, and Miss Zax.
You have 24
You
hours.
have 24 hours.
Thanks, Miss Williams, for nominating me for this amazing ice bucket challenge. I really appreciate that. I am calling out Miss Johnson and Miss Selly. You have 24 hours to respond.
Thank you to my lovely 6th grade teaching partner, Miss Williams, for nominating me for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm nominating Miss Preeb and Miss Carvajal. You have 24 hours to respond.
Thank you, Miss Pace, for nominating me for the USC Water Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Miss Lucero and Miss Pearson. You have 24 hours to comply.
Thank you, Miss Pace, for nominating me for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Miss Garces. You have 24 hours to respond.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Preeb. I was nominated by her for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Miss Castillo, my husband, the other Coach Garces, and Miss Stryer. You have 24 hours to respond. Oh, you missed it! Thank you, Miss Williams, for nominating me for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Miss Dedicam and Mr. Johnson. You have 24 hours to respond.
My thanks to Miss Pangel for nominating me for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Miss King with 24 hours to respond.
Thank you, Miss Pagel, for nominating me for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate my entire ASB class. You have 24 hours to respond.
Thank you, Miss Dedicam, for nominating us for the USC Ice Bucket Challenge. We nominate STEAM class.
You have 24 hours to respond.